Welcome to Comfort Green. I take this opportunity today to talk a little bit about what my work is and what I'm actually trying to achieve. Apparently there's some miscommunication out there, but that's all my fault because my videos are not really the best in the world and I don't take it too seriously. The product I've been kind of putting on the internet is a very unique product. And the reason I haven't fully put out the full formula is because unfortunately at this current time the components I actually make here at home, they're not commercially available, so you can't run to the hardware store and pick up what you need to make the product, unfortunately, at this time. I'm not sure how to address it at this time, but I am working with some different chemists because I have questions about my crystal formations that I've been seeing in all my tests. But it is very stable. It's definitely got probably an R value of anywhere is ranging from, I'll say a plus 4.2 to maybe even a plus 6. I mean, that has to be verified, but the reason I'm saying this is I was able to convert the water into a mineral. Now people think, oh, that's kind of like crazy, but if you stop and think, when you take oil or crystal oil or any kind of oil and you put it in water, it separates. So how do we achieve putting the oil into the water is we use a surfactant. That changes the property of the water, the molecule arrangement of the water, to attach to the oil, not chemically, but ionically. That process can be easily reversed, but it allows the oil to be submerged into the water or being collected. Not a secret. So that led me to the belief that water has an ability to take different forms. We know the common ones of ice, steam, liquids, blah, blah, blah. So I figured there had to be a way to put the water into a mineral form. Made me think a little bit, and I tried to use desiccants, basic calcium chlorides, in my product to dry up the water at one point in time. And I realized relatively quickly that a desiccant attracts moisture or water. If it was in my product and I wasn't able to remove it when I installed the insulation, the desiccant will always be in the product and doing exactly what it was designed to do, absorb moisture. Which didn't make any sense to me because why would I want to put moisture in a wall or a cavity which already has that problem to this very day? That's when I started thinking there had to be a way. But I reached out, and I'm not very good creator as far as YouTube channels. I wish I was. But it's not my cup of tea, that's not what I do. I'm actually a contractor builder. Quote, first grade chemistry class, well, that's growing pretty quick. So I'm actually becoming a little bit more than the first grade chemist at this point in time because I have done millions and millions of tests to confirm some of my theories. A lot of them are probably going to pan out to be zeros, but that's all right because the more zeros I have, the closer I am to getting to that number one. That leads me to another question. The product has no smell, period. Sorry, had to sniff it twice. It has very little taste when I do, part of the learning experience. When I do taste it, I can't taste an acid or a base or a sweetness or bitterness to the product. Normally, if an acid-base reaction has a bitter taste or a sweet taste to that salt. But I'm not achieving that right now. So I'm assuming that I do have blockers to control the acid reaction with the bases so it doesn't react too quickly. I have good reasons for it because I'm actually making an insulation. I had some products that were actually so strong that they were glass. So they went to the glass transition. To make this an insulation product, I had to keep in mind I had to intentionally make this weaker so I could use it as a block fill, for hollow cavities. And another unique property that I have with this particular insulation or material, when I make it, there's really no expansion that occurs, unlike the aluminum products where they actually form a gas. Now, I do use a CO2 and I make it with first grade chemistry with basically just a simple addition of a baking soda. No secrets. But what blows my mind is how uniform from the top to the bottom throughout the whole product is very uniform. So I'm not seeing cells heavier on the top, heavier on the bottom, heavier on either side, which is basically telling me that I'm probably having an ionic reaction. When I make a video, I like to go back and look at it, what I said and what I did, because it makes me think a better, how do I put this that makes any sense to you guys, because I know you think I'm crazy, because I'm probably maybe close to it, but not quite there yet, is when I relook at my videos, which is probably 80% of my views, is I can see things that I can't see when I'm thinking it. So if I'm saying it and I'm watching it, I actually could pick up on things that I would not normally have picked up on talking to a person. So to me, it's like I'm talking to another person that shares my values, but I'm able to actually communicate with myself, through a video. YouTube was the perfect place. They didn't cost me any money to make videos. I had no intention of becoming a creator, nor did I expect anybody to actually even watch it. So that's what I'm trying to clarify today. So I do apologize for the awful videos. I will try to make a little bit more better videos